Hi everyone, and welcome to this new French lesson video. Today I wanted to teach you how to introduce yourself in French, as well as a couple of questions that you can ask the other person. And yeah, this is already the fourth French lesson type video I've made, and I actually had an idea I'm going to explain to you right now. I thought that in order for you to practice French, it would be interesting, if you are up to it, to find some pen pals in the comment section to explain to you a bit more my train of thought. Basically, I make ASMR videos in both English and French, and therefore my viewers, some speak English and some speak French, and I thought it would be interesting if you would, basically chat together, and maybe some would learn English, some would learn French, and I thought that penpalling could be a nice idea, especially during these times where we are basically at home, and it could be interesting to meet new people and, I don't know, to maybe find a new hobby. So just an idea I've had. So if you're interested, please let us know in the comment section. Write a couple of words about yourself, and hopefully you won't be the only one, and you could hopefully find a pen pal to write, okay? Just one last thing about this, just do not rush it. If you meet someone and want to exchange letters, just first make sure that you can trust the person, okay? Chat with that person a little bit before exchanging personal information, just for your safety, okay? So take your time. But I thought it would be interesting to not just watch French lesson videos, but really try to write a letter in French, and I will be helping you step by step, writing down that letter with the questions and answer I'm about to give you. Now we can move on to introducing yourself. So to begin a conversation or a letter, you're going to start off by saying hi, hello, bonjour, bonjour, good morning, good day, bonjour. And this will go with either formal or informal situations, so it's a go-to, bonjour. Then someone could be asking you your name. What is your name? Quel est ton nom? Ou comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Quel est ton nom? And this is what is your name? And the answer would be, my name is Jean, for example. Je m'appelle Jean. Je m'appelle Jean. Je m'appelle Jean. My name is Jean. Then someone could be asking you your age. How old are you? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? And you would answer, I am 16 years old or 30 years old. And in French you would say, j'ai 16 ans ou j'ai 30 ans. J'ai 16 ans, j'ai 30 ans. Depending on your actual age. So that's it for the age. Now, where are you from? D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? And these are pretty much informal ways of phrasing things, even though there are some more formal ways to do if you're in a company, for example, or on professional environments, but this is more for new people you meet, okay? So, where are you from? D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? And you can answer, I come from the USA, I come from Canada, I come from the UK. And in French, it's gonna be je viens des États-Unis, je viens du Canada, je viens du Royaume-Uni, je viens de, and the name of the country. Je viens de France, je viens d'Espagne. I come from France, I come from Spain, okay? Then that question is not really mandatory, but you can ask where were you born? And in French it's going to be où es-tu né? Où es-tu né? Où es-tu né? Où es-tu né? And you're going to answer, I was born in Paris, for example. So, je suis né à Paris. Je suis né à Paris. Je suis né à Toronto. Je suis né à Mexico. Je suis né wherever you were born. So yeah, je suis né à, with the name of the city. Okay, so next one. Now we are moving on to the passions and all the rest. So what are you doing with your time, with your life? So first one is, what do you do for a living, for example? And in French you would say, tu fais quoi dans la vie? What do you do in life? Tu fais quoi dans la vie? You do, tu fais quoi? What? What do you do in your life? Tu fais quoi dans la vie? Tu fais quoi dans la vie? And the answer could be like, I am a student or I am a teacher. And in French you would say, je suis étudiante ou je suis professeur, depending on what you do. Je suis and your job basically. Je suis, I am. I am a student, I am a teacher. Je suis étudiante ou je suis professeur. And then you could be asking what that person enjoys, what are your passions basically. In French you would say either quelles sont tes passions, quelles sont tes passions, what are your passions, or qu'est-ce qui te passionne? Qu'est-ce qui te passionne? What are you passionate about? Qu'est-ce qui te passionne? Ou quelles sont tes passions? And for that person would say, I love or I really like, j'aime ou j'adore. J'adore coudre, j'adore cuisiner, j'adore dessiner. Et oui, voilà, j'aime ou j'adore coudre, cuisiner, dessiner. And in English that would be, I love cooking, sewing. Well, I love sewing, cooking and drawing, for example. Another way of saying it is, je suis passionné de. I have a passion for. Je suis passionné de cuisine, je suis passionné de couture, je suis passionné d'art, par exemple. So I am passionate about cooking, sewing, arts, for example. Je suis passionné de cuisine. Cuisine is going to be the noun, whereas before we were using the verb. J'aime cuisiner. Cuisiner is going to be the verb and not the noun. Then the person could ask you, où apprends-tu le français? Où apprends-tu le français? Où apprends-tu le français? Où apprends-tu le français? Where do you learn French? Where are you learning French? And you can answer, j'apprends le français sur Internet. I'm learning French on the internet. Or j'apprends le français à l'école. I am learning French at school. So in a letter, of course, no one would be asking you that, but you can choose which questions you want to answer in your letter. So you can say, for all of these basic questions, in the end you would go like Bonjour, je m'appelle Jean, j'ai 16 ans, je suis née à Paris, je viens de France et je suis passionnée de couture et de cuisine et j'apprends le français sur Internet. Voilà. So it's a big one, but basically, if I haven't forgotten anything, these are all of the questions we have answered so far. So these are basically the basics, we could say. And now it is your turn to figure out what additional questions you want to answer for yourself and which ones you would like to ask to your pen pal, for example. So for the additional questions, what we have is, for example, do you have any pets? As-tu des animaux de compagnie? As-tu des animaux de compagnie? Do you have any pets? As-tu des animaux de compagnie? And to that, you're simply gonna say oui, j'ai un chat et 2 chiens, for example. So, yes, I have 1 cat and 2 dogs, I think I said. So, yeah, oui, j'ai un chat et 2 chiens. Yes, I have 1 cat and 2 dogs. You can ask, yeah, whatever you want. What are your favorite activities? Quelles sont tes activités préférées? Quelles sont tes activités préférées? What are your favorite activities? And that person can say, j'aime beaucoup aller courir et dessiner dans mon temps libre. J'aime beaucoup aller courir et dessiner dans mon temps libre. So I really like running and drawing in my free time. J'aime beaucoup aller courir et dessiner dans mon temps libre. Now we can move on to, for example, what is your favorite meal? Quel est ton plat préféré? What is your favorite meal? Quel est ton plat préféré? So you got from the last 2 questions that favorite is préféré in French. And yeah, then you can answer your favorite meal. So, for example, mon plat préféré, c'est le taboulé que ma mère fait souvent l'été. My favorite meal is the taboulé that my mother often does in the summertime. Mon plat préféré est le taboulé que ma mère fait souvent l'été. Mon plat préféré est le taboulé que ma mère fait souvent l'été. So yeah, it's a big sentence, but you can of course be shorter and just say mon plat préféré est le taboulé. Voilà, c'est le taboulé. Okay, now we can ask to the person what are their taste in films, music, for example. So a classic, once again, is quel est ton film préféré? What is your favorite film? Or quel est ton livre préféré? What is your favorite book? And the person is simply gonna say mon livre préféré est. Mon livre préféré est Bibic, or Les Misérables, or Les raisons de la colère. I don't know. Yeah. Then you simply add your favorite book at the end. So, mon livre préféré est, or mon film préféré est Call Me By Your Name, in my case. Mon film préféré est, ou mon livre préféré est. pretty simple. Now moving on to music, we can ask quel genre de musique écoutes-tu? Do you have a favorite genre of music? Quel genre écoutes-tu? Which music genre do you listen to? Quel genre de musique écoutes-tu? And someone would answer, j'écoute beaucoup de rock progressif ou de pop. I listen to a lot of progressive rock or pop, for example. J'écoute beaucoup de rock progressif et de pop. Voilà. You can move on to asking what is your favorite band? Do you have a favorite band? And in French that would be as-tu un groupe préféré? Quel est ton groupe préféré? What is your favorite band? Quel est ton groupe préféré? Do you have a favorite band? As-tu un groupe préféré? And that person would answer, oui, j'ai un groupe préféré. Mon groupe préféré, c'est the band Scorpion. So yeah, the answer is yes, I do have a favorite band. My favorite band is Scorpio, for example. Don't know. But yeah, oui, j'ai un groupe préféré. Mon groupe préféré, c'est Scorpion. Okay. Then you can ask, who do you find inspiring? Qui t'inspire? Yeah, who do you find inspiring? Qui t'inspire? Est-ce qu'il y a une personne particulière qui t'inspire? Is there a specific person that you find inspiring? Il y a une personne particulière qui t'inspire dans la vie, in life. Il y a une personne particulière qui t'inspire dans la vie? And that person would be answering, oui. Il y a une personne que j'aime beaucoup et cette personne s'appelle Charlie Danger. Voilà. Par exemple. So that answer was yes, I do have a favorite person which inspires me a lot and her name is Charlie Danger, par exemple. So yeah, oui, j'ai une personne qui m'inspire beaucoup et son nom c'est Charlie Danger. She's a French YouTuber, if you do not know her, which I really enjoy. So, yeah. Okay, another question, interesting question would be, what do you look forward to in life? À quoi as-tu hâte dans la vie? À quoi as-tu hâte? Hâte is to look forward to. À quoi as-tu hâte dans la vie? And an answer could be j'ai vraiment hâte à Halloween. Or I am really looking forward to Halloween, for example. J'ai vraiment hâte à Halloween. So yeah, that's a possible answer. Another question you could be asking for, so I think still it is a taboo topic, but I don't think it should be. Could be, do you know ASMR? Do you watch ASMR videos? And if you do, what are your favorite triggers? So I know that a lot of people do not really talk about this, even though they watch videos. They are not mentioning it really to their friends or new people they meet, but hopefully one day it will change. So in French you would say, est-ce que tu connais l'ASMR? Est-ce que tu regardes des vidéos ASMR? Et si oui, quels sont tes déclencheurs préférés? So first we have, do you know ASMR? Connais-tu l'ASMR? Connais-tu l'ASMR? Then we have, est-ce que tu regardes de l'ASMR? Do you watch ASMR? Est-ce que tu regardes de l'ASMR? Which is a familiar way of saying this because ASMR is a sensation, you know that, so it's not something you can actually watch, but when we say ASMR, it's ASMR videos often, but you know that. And last part was, and if you do, which are your favorite triggers? And in French, it goes by et si oui, quels sont tes déclencheurs préférés? Et si oui, quels sont tes déclencheurs préférés? Regardes-tu de l'ASMR? Et si oui, quels sont tes déclencheurs préférés? And to that, a person could be answering, oh oui, j'adore l'ASMR, j'en regarde tous les soirs. Je dirais que mon déclencheur préféré, ça doit être les déclencheurs visuels. So the person just answered, oh yes, I love ASMR videos, I watch them every evening. My favorite ASMR triggers, I think, are visual triggers. Donc, ah oui, j'adore l'ASMR, je regarde tous les soirs. Mon déclencheur préféré, ça doit être les déclencheurs visuels. Ah oui, j'adore l'ASMR, je regarde tous les soirs. Mon déclencheur préféré, ça doit être les déclencheurs visuels. So yeah. Or someone could be saying, l'ASMR c'est pas trop pour moi, je comprends pas trop le délire. Which could be translated into, I don't really get ASMR, I'm not really into that. Je comprends pas trop l'ASMR, c'est pas trop mon délire. So yeah, who knows? And then the very last question is definitely something I would ask a penpal if I were to get a new one. And that question is, what do you think of long Furbies? And do you know them? Which in French goes by, est-ce que tu connais les longs Furbies? Et qu'est-ce que t'en penses? Do you know long Furbies? And if so, what do you think of them? Est-ce que tu connais les longs Furbies? Et si oui, qu'est-ce que t'en penses? Because I still think that not enough people know about them, and I think that if someone really loves them, I can only get along with that person, in my opinion. So I think you would get two types of answer. First one would be, oh, j'adore les longues Furbies, j'aimerais trop en avoir un. Which would go by, I love long Furbies, I would love to have one. Ah, j'adore les longs Furbies, j'aimerais beaucoup en avoir un. Or the other way around, you could be having someone answering you, ah oui, je connais les longs Furbies, j'ai vraiment tous envie de les brûler. Which means, oh yeah, I do know long Furbies and I just want to burn them all. So yeah, ah oui, je connais les longs Furbies, j'ai envie de tous les brûler. Oui, je connais les longs Furbies, j'ai envie de tous les brûler. Which is extreme, but really some people hate them for some reason. I don't get it, but okay. But yeah, do not hesitate to ask anything you've ever wondered about the country of that person. If you are sending a letter to a French person, if you have any questions about the country or what it's like to be and to live here, why not try and ask, you know. Now, to finish off the letter, you can say j'espère que ma lettre t'a plu. I hope you've enjoyed my letter. J'espère, I hope. J'espère que ma lettre, my letter, t'a plu. J'espère que ma lettre t'a plu. I hope you've enjoyed my letter. J'ai hâte de lire ta réponse. I can't wait to read your answer. So, j'ai hâte. I look forward to, or I can wait to. J'ai hâte de lire ta réponse. Your answer, ta réponse. J'ai hâte de lire ta réponse. Et enfin, then finally, passe une bonne journée. Have a nice day. Passe une bonne journée. Passe une bonne journée. And you're done with your letter. So first part, you introduce yourself. You answer some of the basic questions and some extra you find interesting. And of course, you can ask the other person some questions that you wonder about themselves or their country or anything else, okay? And I think I'm gonna leave you with a small footage I filmed yesterday as I was preparing some letters for some of my Patreon supporters, which I write every month. And I hope that, I'm gonna give you some tips on penpalling, and I hope it's gonna make you want to participate and find someone to write letters to. And yeah, let me know if you think it's a good idea or not, but yeah, I hope you will find it interesting, okay? For these letters, I've simply used some simple white paper I had, some thicker colored paper for some decorations, and some old envelopes from Japan, I think, that I've had for years really, but I do not write that many letters, so I still have a couple left. What I enjoy doing, well, I'm trying to do more and more, is to get a bit crafty with my letters, because I'm the minimalist kind, I would say, and I don't usually take the time to think through how my letter is gonna look, and I'm trying to do something a bit more fancy these days, but I wanted to clarify that it's okay, of course, to start with what you've got. I haven't actually bought anything really specific for the letters. I mean, the nice tape that I have, it has been given to me, and yeah, so I tend to do with what I already have. For inspiration, I recommend you go check some Penpal videos on YouTube, because as it turns out, there's quite a community around Penpal here, so you can have a lot of new ideas of things to throw in your envelope and add to your letter for your Penpal. But of course, bear in mind that do whatever you want, and it's not because you've seen someone add dozens of goodies that you have to do the same. I wouldn't say you should compare yourself to others in that regard. So today I wanted to add some playlists that I have curated and written down for my pen pals. And yeah, I chose the themes 5 songs to relax and 5 songs from friends. But of course you can switch it up and, for example, do some of your favorite songs, or some, I don't know, some songs to party, some songs to listen to while working. There are so many options there, so I invite you to get creative with this one. But yeah, it can be something else completely. For example, you can have a small card. That way, when you write down all of your questions for your pen pal, and yeah, it would be going with your answers with your letter. So it is really up to you what you want to share with your pen pal. Maybe some quotes could be a nice touch as well. Also, you can, I don't know, print out some photographs that you've taken, or some Polaroids if you've got that kind of camera, or even some drawings of your own. But yeah, I think it can be actually a very soothing activity to prepare all of this, and to have all of that extra care to the details for someone. It can be very enjoyable to prepare the letters and everything. Of course, for these two playlists, I've added the songs in the description of this video, so if you're interested, you can find them there. But of course, in the end, you can add whatever you want. You are not even obligated to add anything other than the letter, so it really is up to you. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've learned one or two things. And once again, if you're interested in finding a pen pal, please leave a small description of yourself in the comment section. Let people know that you want to participate, and you will find someone. Thank you, and take care.